Hello, I am Jack Slater.
And I'm Max Bugner.
Here are your weekly announcements.
The student of the week is Whit McCammon, and here's what your teachers have to say about you.
Whether Whit is laughing with his friends at lunch, joking around with his teachers in class, praying in advisory, or competing on the baseball field, he is humble, gracious, and kind to everyone that he comes in contact with. On the Washington, D.C. field trip, whenever the tour guide asked a history question, Whit would volunteer, answer, and was never afraid to give it a shot. He might not call himself a leader, but we have no problem doing so.
Whit, thanks for always stepping up to the plate.
Congratulations to Whit McCammon. And now for this week's sports announcements.
For tennis, Ethan Walker is a great leader and has held the number 2 spot on the team all year. He won both of his matches versus Charlotte Lattin in the semifinals, and he is always the first to ask to pray, first to lead, and first to help others on the team. He has shown incredible sportsmanship, win or loss, and overall, Ethan Walker had a great season.
Soccer. Shout out to Alex Del Corso and Morgan Schultz, the 2 middle school soccer captains. They led the team in unity through the end. Everyone respected each other and enjoyed each other. The girls were kind and fun to be around. The team went from losing to PD and HT 7-0 and 9-0 respectively to losing 2-0 and tying 0-0 respectively. And then as a 7th grade C team, they won a playoff game against LNC. Great season, girls.
For girls lacrosse, shout out to Emery Seahorn for leading the team in assists this season. Shout out to Ann-Louise McGee. She had 41 goalie saves this season, and Ella Cassidy tailed 14 saves in 3 games she played. And shout out to the leading goal scorers, Gabby Hayes and Sydney Fox. Gabby scored 30 goals this season, and Sydney Fox scored 54. Sydney finishes her middle school lacrosse career with 82 goals total. And then boys lacrosse, 8th grader Max DeMiller was the season's MVP.
Baseball. The hitter of the year was Hudson Simmons with a .500 batting average, .743 OBP, and 1.298 OPS. The pitcher of the year was Knox Goodyear with a 3.86 ERA in 12 innings pitched and 17 strikeouts. This week's house points. I'm just gonna skip that.
Did you know that May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month? Asian Pacific encompasses all of the Asian continent and all the Pacific islands of Polynesia.
In Malaysia. This week we are featuring a person that a lot of us know, Aquaman from the Superior DC universe, Jason Momoa.
He is a father, actor, social entrepreneur, filmmaker, and advocate for environmental issues and social justice. Born Polynesian of Hawaiian descent, Mr. Momoa has long advocated for the rights of the people of his island nations to recover their past and protect their futures. And now we have some exciting summer camp announcements. You can do that.
This year our school offers Charlotte Christian's first ever mountain biking camp. On the week of July 10th to 14th, if you have an interest in mountain biking with experienced and passionate instructors, aka Mr. Simpson and Coach Truax and Mr. Simpson would love to have them join for a fun week of riding and spiritual life adventures. We will incorporate our core values, being walk humbly, pursue excellence, show kindness, love God, and seek truth into our camp days. Riders from beginning to intermediate are all welcome. Sessions are from 9 a.m. to noon.
Each day they will spend time riding local boys in McAlpin Park Greenway and single track trails, as well as learn some basic riding skills, trail greenway etiquette, and bike maintenance. A focused skills session will occur daily in the parking lot before every ride. All campers will need to provide their own mountain bike, helmet, and water bottle. A great summer option for kids in grades 4 to 12, and the camp is $190 for the whole week of awesome training. You can do that.
On June 26th to 30th, Mr. Wilson is offering Community Cares Camp. This camp provides an opportunity for us students to serve the Charlotte Christian the Charlotte community, and as a bonus, it will count for at least 15 service hours, allowing you to complete all your service hours in 1 week. Okay, so next we have Ms. Duncan coming up to talk about exam stress, right? Exam anxiety? Strategy, sorry.
Okay, guys, good morning. I am so proud of you all, first off. I know we are in the final home stretch, and a lot of you all still have things that you're accomplishing today. I see test boards up. I know that your schedule is packed, and teachers, I know we are all feeling the gas tank being empty. So for today, we're just going to talk a little bit about some test anxiety and study strategies. Next slide, please. Okay, so first off, let's just take a look at what your exam schedule is coming up, okay? I think that would be a really good starting point, just a visual of what you guys have coming up. 8 days until your first exam. Thursday, May 25th. Right, we will be doing our language arts exams for 7th and 8th grade. That's going to happen from 8 to 9:30. Then you guys are going to get almost an hour break close, 9:35 to 10:20. It's going to be a mix of in the cafeteria, some field time. Then you're going to do your science exam, 10:25 to 11:55. And then y'all are dismissed. Friday, same sort of schedule time breakdown, but it's math exam in the morning, break, world language exam, social studies exam on Tuesday, break, and then we're ending with Bible exam, okay? In between that, right, you notice we have off that Monday. It is Memorial Day. So I know that there's a lot of plans to travel and have fun, but we are just, as your support systems, your teachers, we are just praying that you really use the next 8 days to prepare yourself, because that will really help in the prevention of some of this stress and anxiety that we feel when we walk into these tests. Next slide. Okay, so Wednesday, May 31st, we are hitting the party. We have all of Guy Field reserved. We are going to be doing all sorts of fun things. Mr. Berger has some great activities planned. We're going to be announcing house winners. There might be some t-shirts distributed, all sorts of things in the works for you guys. But before we can get there, let's break down a few strategies you can use these next 8 days. All right, first, number one is if you look up any research on test anxiety, the first thing that comes up is that you need to be organized. So I have a couple ideas. First, you get all of these study guides electronically through Canvas. Make sure you print out your study guides, right? And print 3 copies. That's my magic rule of anything that you have the ability to write on. So if there's like a vocabulary, definition, anywhere where you are able to write in something for that study guide, print 3 copies of that. The first, you're going to use your notes to fill in. Then the second copy you're going to use from memory to fill it in. And then the third copy is in case you lose it or maybe a friend needs an extra copy. Highlight in a specific color. Maybe you pick blue or pink, yellow, whatever it is, orange, things that you're missing in your notes. Okay, that's really important because I know this last couple months you guys, we had the stomach bug going around in a couple grades. You guys might be missing some things. So check any holes in your study guides for materials that you don't have, and then use those morning office hours to meet with your teachers to find those materials. Your expandable folders, oh my goodness. Some of you guys are busting at the seams with those. This is a great time of year that when you open your backpack and you see that folder and it's just busting with all sorts of things you don't need, it's automatic stress. So take some time, maybe even at the end of this advisory, to organize some of those things, okay? Declutter. And then last, get different colored index cards for different subjects. That will help as you are shifting between different classes and studying. You don't want to mix up those materials, okay? So different colors. Creating a study schedule. This is another solid piece of advice that's out there. Worst thing, first thing is what I always say. Your brain is more active in the morning. Have you ever heard the saying, like, eat the frog? So, yeah, I know. Just the worst thing that you are not looking forward to, that's the thing you have to attack first. So we're actually going to complete a study schedule planner at the end of this. Your advisors have some hard copies, and I have an electronic copy I can send you guys. But put that thing that you're most nervous about at the top, okay, so you can really maximize your brain power and get it out of the way. For every 75 minutes of studying, I want you guys to have a 15-minute break and plan those breaks and buy the good snacks. Just this week, I bought you know the peanut butter that comes in like the grinder at the grocery store? I bought that instead of like my jarred peanut butter. Why? Because it just made you feel a little extra special. So this is a good time to buy the good snacks. Set rewards for when you finish a segment on your study guide, and set your phone to do not disturb. I get so distracted when I get a little, you feel your buzz on your watch or whatnot. Try your best to set that on do not disturb. And then finally, as you're going through this process, notice what is distracting you and what is working. Okay, and so say you are doing all of those things, right? And you are still feeling lost. You're still feeling anxious. You're still feeling nervousness. I want you to know that that is normal. And a lot of that is your body responding and giving you adrenaline to kind of, you can turn to the next slide now. You can, that is your body responding to getting you prepared. Adrenaline and nervousness is not all bad. It serves a purpose, but we just have to kind of make sure that it doesn't get out of control. And so real test anxiety does happen. It's a very small percentage of the population of people that really experience that. But let's just name it and claim it. What is test anxiety? It's a combination of physical symptoms and emotional reactions that interfere with your ability to perform well on tests. So the physical component of test anxiety is you might start to feel sweaty, you might start to feel some tightness in your chest, your stomach might ache, you might get even blurry vision. And your breathing might speed up. Some of the emotional components of test anxiety are going to be extreme doubt. You're going to walk into the test and you're just going to feel like all the negative self-talk is going to come up. You might also get your test and start really changing answers back and forth and listening to that self-doubt. You might even feel like your brain is just suddenly you had something in there and now it's lost. Or you're overly focused on the time. Do I have enough time? Do I have, am I going to get to this section? Okay, so why does our body have these physical reactions to this stress? I want you to, I know we talk about breathing, and we will do some relaxation breathing at the end of this, but I want you to know why that is important, okay? So first of all, you have an anxious thought that comes into your brain, right? And your body immediately starts to release adrenaline with that anxious thought. Your body does not know whether or not that thought is for real or it is just a thought. So your body starts to release the adrenaline to deal with it. Your breath starts to quicken, right? And that increases oxygen in your blood. And what that does is you're going to start to feel a temporary sort of imbalance between carbon monoxide in your blood and the oxygen in your blood. I know we're talking science stuff, but hang in there. I want you to start your controlled breathing when you start to feel that sort of stuff. It only takes 20 seconds of that controlled breathing for your body to get those levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide back in check, okay? Back in balance. So what can we do? Use the breath work. Use your next 8 days wisely, y'all. we are all feeling it, but really try to walk into those exams feeling like you've taken advantage of every resource that your amazing teachers have provided you with. Work out a study plan. Message me on Canvas for help. Please reach out. I would love nothing more than to, I've worked with several of you guys on just organization, making a study plan, get some exercise. I know spring sports are done, but it's still important to move your body. Aim for the best sleep hygiene yet. Take your phone, make sure it's charging outside of your room. Maybe limit your screen time. Try and get to bed at a regular time every night. And last but not least, let's take advantage of, we are at a Christian school, right? We get to talk about this. So let's find our prayer verse. I have been meditating on Matthew 22:37 recently, and it says, love your God with all your heart and your mind. And what stood out to me for that was, you guys, this really truly is an opportunity for you to use your mind. And all of the amazing God-given talents and strengths that we are able to do to show our teachers what we are retaining, what we are learning. That by doing that, we are honoring God. We are honoring the creator of how we were made, right? So I love that. We think a lot about loving God with all of our heart, character, making wise choices with friends, but it is also a commandment, the first commandment, to love him with your mind too. Okay, and then I'm so excited about this. I have something special I've been planning for our 8th grade students this Friday during the last period, 7th period. We are having 5 Labrador service dogs come out from an organization called Project to Heal. We're going to have some special snacks for you guys, and your whole 7th period, you guys will be able to pet the puppies, have some snacks. Your 7th period teachers have been sent to Sign Up Genius, so you guys can get your time slot down for that. But this is 8th grade, kind of a celebration of your last middle school exams, okay? So I'm super excited about that. And now, teachers, you have been sent a link for a breathing video, and you can AirPlay that to your screen. You've also been given some hard copies of a study guide. I would love, students, if you just maybe use this time to do some breathing work. Maybe you declutter your expandable folders. Maybe you write down your study plan, okay? And just maximize these next few days, and I know that you will walk in feeling much more confident, much more at ease, and teachers, we're there with you, okay? Thank you.